This is Shab Kareem live from London studio. It was late November 1971. The world stood on the edge of war, but deep in the vast waters of the Indian Ocean, one of the most daring operations in the naval history was about to unfold. Commander Tasnim had just taken the command of PNS Hangor, a submarine set for a mission that would change the course of history. They were deep in enemy territory when disaster struck, and an underwater defeat threatened their mission. Most would have turned back to Karachi, but they didn't. With professional pride on the line, they chose to risk it all. They tilted the submarine, disguised it as a fishing boat, and continued operating in the hostile waters. The stakes were higher than ever. Then, out of nowhere, Indian warship appeared and approached within 1,000 yards. But the best part, they never saw PNS Hangor. Commander Tasnim had them completely fooled. The crew weren't there for games, they were there for victory. Operating a Daphne-class submarine in waters shallower than 100 meters was strictly against the rules. But this wasn't about following the book, it was about making history. PNS Hangor was just about to take 60 meters deep, right under the noses of Indian warship Kukri and Kirpan. Commander Tasnim shadowed them for hours, learning their every move. They were hunting for PNS Hangor and failing. Finally, the Indian warship Kirpan came within range. A torpedo was launched, but it passed harmlessly beneath her. The situation was clear: retreat and follow the rules, or risk it all. There was no turning back. With Kukri coming closer, it was the only chance. The crew, including Lieutenant Commander Khan and Lieutenant Bukhari, stood behind the decision. They unanimously agreed to go for the kill. There was no room for second chances. The shot was locked in and fired. Boom! The torpedo struck Kukri's magazine, causing a massive explosion. Within 2 minutes, a 2,000-ton vessel sunk to the ocean floor, marking its end. 194 Indian sailors lost their lives. The Indians, furious and desperate, unleashed 156 depth charges over 3 days, determined to destroy the submarine. But the crew didn't flinch. The enemy's predictions were off. They assumed the submarine would return to Karachi. Instead, it took a daring route towards Bombay, a move no one saw coming. Believing that the submarine was out of play, the Indian Navy eased their pursuit. Meanwhile, the crew steadily charted a course to Muscat before heading back to Karachi. They returned not just undetected, but victorious. PNS Hangor's return to Karachi was met with pride and celebration. The sinking of INS Kukri marked the first submarine kill since World War II, a feat unmatched until 1982. In 1972, Commander Ahmed Tasnim and his crew were awarded the Sitare Jurrat, honouring their courage and a mission that made the entire nation proud. Stay tuned for more updates on this story. Keep watching Ocean News.